Hello, and welcome Andrew from the Cool Dog channel. Let me welcome you in the Final Fantasy XVI. What can be done still in this particular game? I think many things, but previously we've done the hunts. Oh, some hunts are available still. Here, maybe here? No. Let's see, what is the new hunt? Lost Wing Sunbreak. Okay. I am always missing the right button. Fine, let's go here. There is someone who can be hunted. I want to hunt him. Where might you be? I will find you. Lost Wing. This is the Lost Wing, and he should be, or he or she should be somewhere around here. But where? Not here. Maybe I'm missing something. The cellar passage looks intriguing and exactly like the place I would like to visit. I think. Firstly, I do have to find it. Easier said than done. I've been here. I'm getting lost. From there. And I don't want to go there. Finally the right way, I think. I've never been here, I think. Holy Trumptisher. Or something like that.
Bring out the bearers! Let me and my mortar purge them of their sin!
You'll regret doing my mother's bidding.
Help me, boy. You're a fine hound. Hold still. This one.
Oh, not the toughest one, but one of the most annoying ones.
Your work here is done.
Yeah, almost. Our work is also done. And that's it. And let's go with the main quest. Not finish, replenish the stock. What might this be? Why only 2 outfits? I really would like to have the third or fourth one.
Aye, it's a dangerous world out there. It'd better all be here. You're rubbing me blind, you know.
Yeah, I know. And I'm doing this on purpose. Let's hear the song of hope.
What will happen to me?
How are we supposed to do our duty when the hills are crawling with a Kashik and...
Clive? But if you're here, where the hell is everyone else? Don't tell me. They're all right. But it's a long story. You lot don't do things by halves, do you? Well, at least everyone's still breathing. Now, as for these writings, I'm sorry to say, Clive, but if you had those, you'd be... sitting under a pile of rubble, I know. But we were able to save a few bits and pieces from the ruins, most of which ended up being used to build this place. The more personal items we gave to the next of kin. In the case of Sid's things, that would have been mid. Then I'll check the workshop.
Like father, like daughter. Yeah, they are very much alike, I think. We are very short from mead, smoking a cigarette, and drinking like Sid.
This looks like it's from Sid's old diary. Mitchell already have read it. I'd better keep looking. What do we have here? Oh. Sid's pipes. Something tells me Mid won't be needing these. I remember seeing this doll in Sid's cellar. I wonder if it was Mid's. Huh. What's this tucked inside it? Sid's best invention. Huh. That sounds promising. So Sid hid something in Mid's first opus. What would that be?
Had no word from Canva for
Perhaps Otto might know.
Please tell me Mid is all right.
That's intriguing, you know. I never thought of Sid like the inventor. But you know what they say, never judge the book but by its cover, so maybe that's the same thing here.
Well, did you find anything? Possibly. You wouldn't happen to know what Mid's first opus was? Opus? That girl's as tone deaf as a banshee. Unless you mean the orchestrion. She couldn't have been more than, what, 11, 12 when she cobbled that thing together? It surprised us all. Not least her dad. You should have seen how proud he was of the little scamp. What's that battered old box have to do with anything? I think Sid may have hidden something inside it. Wouldn't surprise me. Those two and their bloody treasure hunts. Half the things in the hideaway were hidden one time or another.
How are we supposed to do our duty when the hills
Like
are
daughter,
crawling with
like
caches?
father.
Army of Akashi. What will happen to Mid and the others?
I didn't break it. Well, I didn't break it.
What didn't you break?
Nothing. We didn't break nothing. We definitely didn't break the orchestrion.
What's wrong with it?
It's broken. Except when it isn't. See?
And you had nothing to do with this?
Nope. Nothing. We just wanted to listen to all the songs at once. So we pressed all the buttons. Like this. See?
All too well. All right, out of the way. There's something caught on one of the gears.
Did you break it? Can you fix it?
No, I mean, yeah, yes. There. How about now?
You fixed it! Sid fixed it! He more than fixed it! Yeah, new music!
Huh. Never heard this one before. They started playing when I removed this. Whatever it is. Well, don't look at me. I can tell you it's important, though. Sid showed it to me once and said as much. Said it was the stuff dreams were made of. Let's just hope it's the stuff ships are made of as well. Indeed. Let's see if we can make some dreams come true.
Just the two I was looking for.
Aye, aye. Lose a patient.
Actually, yes. The Crown Prince just left.
Dion left.
Unless you've another word for stood up and walked off. Yes, left. He did have the decency to leave a message with Obelisk before commandeering one of his dinghies. Should we go after him?
No. We're not the Prince's keepers. He's free to do as he sees fit.
I'd rather he did so in bed. His wounds are nowhere near healed. Much like yours, I suspect. Otto told me what happened in Canver. What is it with this realm's princes and their aversion to rest?
Ask me when I get back. Though I may be sometime.
Then at least try to stay safe.
And if that fails, try to stay alive, eh? Every moment I waste here, the further the flagship sails.
Oh, come on. Come on, so many new quests. But these are the plus icon. Oh, blacksmith blues, I need to do it.
Have to get back.
Please, sir, can I have some more ball? Please just tell me that these are the only quests here. Okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it quickly. Skip all the dialogues.
He's a surly soaker.
Sid, do you recall the flowers I had?
Vaguely.
I'm afraid so. I was able to get most of the Morganbeards to take. I fear the soil here does not agree with them. However, I believe
I can't wait to hear it.
I'm going to marry the Morganbeards with Morbles. I know. But Morbles are possessed of a highly choleric temperament. The fire which drives them appears to be maintained by an abundance of nutrient-rich ether drawn from their environment. I believe that by grafting a Morble vine to a Morganbeard, the appendage's wealth of vigor-inducing nutrients might well stimulate. The endeavor, I assure you, is scientifically sound. I simply need a vine to prove the theory.
And all you need...
That is correct. As for the Morble, I fear ordinary may not suffice. But, as luck would have it, a most extraordinary specimen is rumored to haunt the swamps of Rosary. Why, a notice concerning this very creature was only recently posted on the hunt.
How timely.
Well, I shan't keep you any longer. I know you have much to do, as do I. Now, where did I put my watering can?
Extraordinary Morble. Huh. Firstly, the blacksmith blues.
Sid! Heard you were in Canva fetching young Ned.
Miss Shirley, how can we learn to be clever like Miss Middledole?
You can start
If
by
Amber and the Lazarus are gone, then...
then everyone who is
Oh damn. What do you want?
Glory to Griga.
What's happened?
Taya's busy working herself into an early grave. Since the arrival of her latest patient, I've tried offering to see to him in her stead, but she hasn't left the infirmary in days. Will you talk to her? Order her to her chambers if that's what it takes. Because if she keeps...
I know better than to order Taya to do anything.
Thank you.
Tears of mercy.
Well, Taya, Rodriguez worried about you. We all admire your dedication, but
I will. Until then, we owe him that much.
who is he?
Someone from my past. Someone who it won't be much longer. The crystal's curse. If I had the tears, I could ease his passing. But without them, we've nothing that will touch the agony of those.
How would tears help this man?
Not my tears. Tears of mercy. Alicia. It's the only thing strong enough.
You wouldn't, Taya. Surely. There must be something we can do.
Sometimes an easy death is the greatest kindness we can offer. You do well to remember that, Rodriguez.
We have all the ingredients we need for Alicia Balwam. It needs to be fresh, though, so we rarely have much to hand. I can make the draft if you can bring me what we're missing.
Just tell me what you need.
There is a species of venom-weeping spider that lives in the forests of Norvent. near. Look, bring me one of their eyes. Preserve it as best you can, but avoid. I'll make sure the other ingredients are ready.
Thank you, Clive. I won't forget that.
Of course.
All right, Clive. Blackthorn told me you helped him out again. Speaking of which, I'm
Worried about him.
afraid so. It's a bit of a funny one, this, but I saved this posh knob while I was out on a mission, and he gave me this flashy ring. So, obviously, I show it to Blackthorn, thinking he'll be impressed, only for him to go white as a sheet and quiet as a... Try as I might, I can't for the life of me work out what could have got him upset like that. And seeing as how Blackthorn opens up when you're around, I thought maybe...
I'd speak to him again. Well, I suppose there's no point leaving him to
Cheers, Clive.
I'll be sure to pay him a visit as soon as I have it.
All right, I'll meet you by the forge then. You come along when you're ready.
Quickly, where the marble might be. The Whispering Waters, Rosaria. Whispering Waters, Rosaria? The Whispering Waters, let's go there. 'Cause it will be the quickest way, I think.
Faster!
He will be big and scary and will like to eat me. Carrot.
Couldn't have been just any mobile, could it? All right then.
Over here!
Not the toughest, but as usual, Morbol is not an easy one.
That was definitely anything but ordinary. Now,
Sid,
yeah.
What an amazing specimen. When I successfully graft this to the Morganbeards, it is just as I hoped. Witness how the Morganbeards have taken to the blighted soil. How they bloom with heretofore. I dare say such a vine graft would yield similar results when applied to other
I'm glad I could be of assistance.
You've not only helped us, Sid. Do you recall the extract with which I provided you before? I took a moment to distill some more, but this time with the petals from the invigorated Morganbeards. And would you believe? You must accept this file as thanks for your assistance.
Oh. That's good. That's awesome news. Even more than awesome. I am using the potions and high potions and stone skins very often lately.
He's a surly soaker. Who cares less?
Bloody hell, Clive. Ain't you got better things to do with your time?
That remains to be seen. August tells me he showed you a ring, and that the sight of it clearly upset you. Would you mind telling us why?
Come on, mate. Bottling it up ain't gonna help no one. If it weren't the ring, and it was something I said, then I'm sorry.
It was the ring, right? It brought back some unhappy memories, that's all. Memories better left forgotten.
Memories of what?
There are things we'd all rather leave behind, Blackthorn. But sometimes it helps to talk about them.
And sometimes it doesn't. Is that so odd?
Don't be like that.
Fine. If it'll get you off my back. That ring you flashed was the work of Zoltan. We apprenticed together, back in the day.
You've never mentioned him before.
Why would I? Ain't seen him in decades, and the last time I did, we almost came to blows. The ring brought it all back. I could tell it was one of his the moment I saw it. Bastard's improved, though. More than I thought possible. That thing's a work of art.
So it was a nice ring. Worth a few gil, maybe. What's it matter to you?
It matters, because engraving metal's a nightmare, and I've got no bloody idea how he managed it. The fact is, I couldn't make anything even half that detailed.
So what? You're an armorer, not a jeweler.
I'm the Idaway's master craftsman. I'm not stealing a living at some backwater village forge. My armor keeps you lot safe, and my swords keep you dangerous. As far as I'm concerned, every swing of my hammer's another blow struck in the name of our cause. So I put my heart and soul in them, because the curse breakers deserve better than second best, and I refuse to be shown up by the likes of Zoltan.
Very well. Why don't we go and pay him a visit? Learn his secret.
I doubt he'd be too happy to see me.
Then just this once. Make peace with being second best. Swallow your pride, and focus all your energies on the task at hand. Keeping the curse breakers armed and armored. Provided you can do that, you'll hear no complaints from me. But if you can't, and it's going to distract you, we need to do something about it.
What'd you say, Blackthorn? And it's not like you'll be going alone.
All right.
Magic. So, where do you reckon old what's-his-name is then? Zoltan?
In Dravost, my old village. He won't have left.
Dravost, eh? That rings a bell. Not far from Tabor, right? Just north of the fields of Carava. Got that, Clive? Meet us at Dravost as soon as you can, and I'll make sure Blackthorn don't get cold feet.
Good luck with that.
To help the blacksmith it is, then. Which way will be the best? Fuck knows. No idea. This is the third quest for blacksmith. I wonder how many are there.
The free cities and the sea.
No use calling Ambrosia now.
Oh, there you are. My birdie bird. The quest for obtaining the ambrosia was one of the most important ones in my whole playthrough. Without her, I would be so slow.
Kicked out already?
No. This charmer ain't letting anyone through.
Why are the gates closed?
Chief's orders. No one's allowed in without his son. Not that I'd have let you in anyway. I suggest you go.
That's what I'm trying to do, you little prick. Ain't changed a bit, have you, Snotty?
No. It isn't. Blackthorn.
Long time no see, eh?
What the hell are you doing here?
Well, it was meant to be a surprise, but since you are so nicely, I'm here to see Zoltan, you fucking numbskull. Now let us through.
All right. Just don't go starting anything with the chief.
Yeah, I promise I won't throw the first punch. Not good enough for you?
Go on then.
Much obliged.
So this is Dravost. Not much going on, is there?
It's a smithing town. When I was a lad, you'd have to shout to be heard over the sound of hammer on anvil. Clive, you're good with people. You speak to Zoltan.
Hey, you ain't backing out now, are you?
There's a river of bad blood between me and the chief. But if someone can build me a bridge, then I'll cross it.
All right. I'll see what I can do.
I appreciate it.
He'll be near the forge on the hill. It was our master's. He'd have inherited it when I left.
The forge on the hill.
Good luck. You'll be needing it.
Yeah, Clive, you are good with people. Except you very often fight them.
Shut your hole. The chief will think of something.
Mama, why hasn't Papa come back yet?
Hotter! Hotter, damn it! Those miserable flames wouldn't melt butter, let alone iron.
Pardon the intrusion. I'm looking for the chief.
That'd be me.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
I'll bet it is. Keep the gates closed, I tell him. Well done, Snotty. You're not welcome here. Get out. Before things turn nasty.
Blackthorn's here.
What did you say?
He's traveled a long way to see you.
Yes, has he?
He's waiting. Down by the gates.
Then I suggest you take him with you when you leave.
Didn't you apprentice together?
So what if we did?
Fuck! We're getting nowhere. These bearers' flames are next to bloody useless.
We're never going to be able to fire up the forges unless we can find some new crystals.
I'm a busy man, as you can see, so do me a favor and piss off. Oh, and if you're struggling to find your way out, ask Blackthorn. That prick knows exactly where the exit is. He's not wanted here, and neither are you.
All right. I'm going.
Yeah, you're good with people, Clive. You can talk to them. You know how.
Let me guess. Zoltan told you to piss him.
As a personal favor to him, yes.
Well, at least he didn't beat about the bush.
There'll be no talking him round. Not after what I did.
Which is what exactly? If we're to help, we need to know. What turned the village against you?
I left. Dravozd. Zoltan. The burden of leadership our dying master dropped in our laps. All of it. There are two kinds of smiths in this world, you see. My kind, who are in it for the love of the craft, who labour on a single piece from dawn to dusk to get it just right. And the other kind, who are in it for different reasons. People like Zoltan, whose work is quick and cheap. The kind of smiths who shit out a few hundred blades, reap the profit, and divvy it out among them. There wasn't a single day we weren't at each other's throat, and bit by bit, people started taking sides. We would have torn Dravozd in half had it gone on.
You didn't have to do that.
Zoltan's a better chief than I would have been. His way of doing things kept food on people's tables. Dravozd prospered without me and my lofty ideals getting in the road. Until the crystals run out at any rate. Without magic to fire the furnaces.
It depends on how you look at it, though. There's got to be other ways of making fire. We manage it in the Deadlands.
Thanks to Sid's ingenuity, yeah. He saw all of this coming. Knew crystals were the problem, not the solution. And spent years coming up with ways of...
You know what I mean, though, right? Where there's a will, there's a way. What I'm trying to say is that it's not your fault.
It doesn't matter whose fault it is. I don't want to be the greatest smith alive just because I happen to be the last. Clive. Dravozd won't last long without his furnaces. So, do you think it's time we shared Sid's bellows with the world? The way I see it.
Hold on, Blackthorn. Sid made those things for us. They give us an edge over the... and you'd be throwing it away?
All right. Do it. This place was your home. I won't abandon it to its fate. Sid's creations were never meant to be hoarded. It was only ever a matter of time before we shared them. Let this be another step on the road to freeing Valisthea from the prison of the Crystal's blessing. Dravost will show the world that it's possible. Wouldn't you agree, August?
When you put it that way, of course. It's like hearing Sid speak from beyond the grave.
Thank you, Clive.
Shall I go and fetch the plans, then?
I know I'm off by heart. I'll be needing some help, though. Building a furnace isn't exactly a one-man job. Do us a favor and round up anyone strong enough to lug a brick or two, would you, August?
All right, then.
And I've got a job for you too, Clive. Finding me some salamander skin. I need leather for the bellows and nothing else will withstand the heat. Luckily for us, salamanders feed out in the fields of Karat.
Time for a spot of hunt.
Yeah, that's the job I can do. Easily. Of course, in the middle of the fucking field. I don't know if I have fought a salamander before. I might have not.
Let's make this quick, shall we? You deserve a rest. Thank you. I dare say that will be enough for a decent set of bellows.
It's good that the obelisk is near.
What's this all about then?
Don't know. Any trouble finding this?
Nothing I couldn't handle.
There should be plenty. Right then, time to put these louds to work. If everyone pulls their weight, we'll be finished in no time.
Well, I'll be damned. I honestly didn't think it'd work. But it's hot enough, all right. And without a single crystal in sight. You know what this means, don't you? I do, yeah. Dravost is saved.
Sorry about earlier. I take back everything I said. That thing you built us is an honest-to-God's marvel. You've saved our village.
It's Blackthorn you should be thanking. He oversaw the construction.
Give this to him, would you?
What is it?
Pit coal cinders. After he left, I spent years trying to eke the most out of our forges. That there was my answer. Chuck it in the fire, and your forge will burn hotter for longer, which will do wonders for your steel. Our secret for yours. Only fair. I've always envied Blackthorn. Since the day I became chief, I spent every spare moment trying to match up to the bastard. No amount of sleepless nights at the Anvil will ever bridge that gap, though. He's a genius. Plain and simple. The man Dravosht needed. But he took all his talent and left. Gifted and free. Is it any wonder I hate his guts?
The cinders would mean more coming from you.
I need to forgive him first. And that's not gonna happen.
Well, you know what they say. Oriflamme weren't built in a day and all that. These things take time. Especially when they involve two geezers who hold grudges tighter than their hammers. But what matters is, Blackthorn's got that twinkle back in his eye. And I'd call that a job well done.
So would I.
I reckon he's going to be at it a while yet, though, so why don't you head off without us? I'll see that the old git gets home safe and sound.
See that you both do. I'll save the cinders till then.
All right. It'll be a nice little surprise for him.
Gentlemen.
Yeah, well, we didn't want to outstay our welcome. The whole village turned out for a go on the bellows after you left. Everyone except Zoltan has. Didn't see hide nor hair of him.
Oh, but that reminds me. I have something for you.
Pick old Cinder. How'd you come by this? And you're sure he wanted me to have it?
I'm sure. He didn't say so, but I think he wants to forgive you.
Huh. Imagine that. Yeah. You know I could never leave this place, don't you? Every time you put on mail, you and the curse breakers are trusting me. There's no greater honor for a smith than... I'm not about to go crawling back to Zoltan for forgiveness, but I will make good use of his cinder. And if that helps save even a single life, then he'll have my grat. What was it you said he called me? Huh? A genius? And he spent sleepless night trying... Sounds like I better get to work. I've got a reputation to uphold.
It's good to see you back on form, Blackthorn.
I don't know how you pair put up with me sometimes, but I'm grateful all the same. Now, where was I? Oh, yeah.
Ain't got the art to tell him how similar they are. Stubborn bastards.
A little healthy competition should be good for him.
You're not wrong. It's a shame him and Zoltan couldn't let bygones be bygones. No use grumbling about it now, though. Blackthorn's happy. Or as near to happy as he gets.
Finally, the quest complete. Ouroboros recipes unlocked. So, this episode has become way too long. Thank you for staying with me.